Testing mic 1 2 1 2. Hello and thank you for coming to my channel. My name is Sawa, and I think I haven't been here for a little bit. It's just because I've been a little busy on the other end, trying to care for children and also taking care of some schoolwork. But today I wanted to preach to you about adaptive. It's called adaptive behavior. Okay, I'm gonna teach you how to get rid of adaptive behavior. You adopt the behavior and how to unadapt that behavior. That's what we're here for today. So, in due time, close out your eyes and Um, let's continue this channel. Okay. Amen. Guys, I always do a silent prayer for those that have fall and those that are trying to, move up in their life. Almost like the silent prayer of shutting down those loud noises in our head that literally try to tell us that you are nothing. So my silent prayer always shut down all the credits, okay? Before you move forward in everything, always do a silent prayer. So we have done a silent prayer. Again, let me introduce myself. My name is Sarah. Sarah. Okay. And you can go ahead and learn it from internet or anywhere else. You type it in the name, they will teach you how to say say wa, like saying yes sir and wa. Say wa. Yes, that's how you say it. Okay. So, adaptive behavior. Now, let me remember always whenever I try to give you a definition of something, I kind of give you a scenario for you to see how the definition really comes through. You see, almost like when you go to Merriam-Webster and all these other dictionaries, like I told you, they have based the dictionary upon noun, adjective, pronoun, and the what do you call it, like a verb or something like that. And they define the word according to the criteria. Okay, but I define my words according to perspective of how um according to a perspective. Okay, almost like using a tool that I will give you a story and you see, I'll give you an imagery of the definition. Okay, so I want you to know the definition upon an imagery, so the definition sticks in your head every time. So when every time somebody says I'm happy, I'm like, oh, think about the song called I'm Happy by Pharrell, right? It was so real, right? So now it's stuck in your head. You are like, oh, that's the meaning of happy. Why? You go watch the video, everybody in the video was excited. Okay, it doesn't matter what you were doing. You had your hat on. Yes, kudos. You are excited. Okay, no matter what, even though we are under a hat, literally we still get to have fun. Okay, that's what I tell folks. It's almost like God saying, I give you free will, do everything you want to do, right? Upon this planet. You can dance, do all that, but what you have to always consider is you are under a hat, okay? You are under a strict of a law that you must not break, okay? And the laws, some of them are it is the laws of nature, you would say. Is the law of you have the ancient laws that have been created, like do not, it's a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and do it too on my website. And yay, let me go ahead and announce to you, I had my website made. It's called justology.us. Let me spell it to you. Is JUSTOLOGY. Okay, it's justology.com. It's only me, just I am the one that put it all together. I'm doing it little by little. You can go ahead and support and donate if you are you have extra $1 to give. Why? I mean, I have to literally, I want to go ahead out there, go and visit all these places, do interviews of folks, and show them the website where they can go and see some kind of my illustrations that I wish they could literally, my illustrations of how they could change something to benefit us. Okay. And I was going to have an architect, because guys, I have a whole lot of arts that come in my head of buildings and everything, but I don't get to put it out because I'm not an architect, right? But I can give you the idea. So like I said, I'm almost like, it's like I'm an architect in my head, but I don't have the resources to make the architect plan work. So I can literally walk into a room and I can scan the whole room and I can tell what stuff is not put right. I can even tell when it's turned around for the home, how to unturn it around, how not to put this here, how not to put this here, how it's not helping the people. So literally, let me put it again. I'm like, I'm an architect that is architect who is walking with, it's like I'm an architect who is walking and I don't have the resources to make my dreams come true. So this is my beginning, my step of trying to make my dream come true. So if you really love my channel and you go ahead and check out my website, you can go ahead and donate and help make this dream come alive. Okay. There's a big plan, a big city that I want all of us to help build. Okay. And that's the city of faith. Okay. That's the city of an everlasting enlightenment part of ourself, where your children can actually come to my website, can go to these places where they will be taught their daily life on how they grow up. Okay, how they get from little babies to adults, and how their steps always put somebody behind or put somebody up. So I'll teach them how the ladder works. Okay, and I was gonna, yeah, so support me and let's get this started. Be my first donation person and you'll be blessed. Okay, see my vision, see me see you. How about that? See me see you. Okay, so let's continue. I was going to preach to you about adaptive behavior and how to unturn it. So I had a class that I actually I had a class. I don't want to say the name of the class or whatever, or nobody's name, okay? For privacy wise, okay? We have to respect people no matter what. For privacy wise. So I had this amazing class, and when the class started, everybody was supposed to introduce themselves about what they had, what inspired them to want to pursue that certain career. So everybody came to the course, and I came there, I wear my clothes and everything, I come and sat down, and everybody went one after the other. They said one is like, I want to be this because of that, I want to do this because of that. Actually, they made us write a letter or something. So I did write mine and I put it in like an envelope, and they said at the end of the year you're going to open your letter, and then um you're going to open your letter, and if you graduate you can read your letter or whatever. I wrote mine, but like I said, I didn't finish my program. So I guess they would throw my letter away. But this is what happened when I was literally looking at everybody on the stage. Like I tell you, my peripheral vision almost like works, but it works in a way that it's like silent worker. It's like almost like as an assassin. You know what assassin is? I'm looking at this today. I was listening to Chinese song. Music is so pretty. So assassin is like chop 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 chop. So I have this. It's like an assassin, literally. I can be there with you, and you think I'm not there, and I'm there. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't, right? I'm there listening to you. You will feel as if maybe I'm not listening to you or I'm not there, but I'm 100, even I might be 100% there than you are. Okay. And I would, yeah. So I don't want to go in detail. So what happened is in this class, I was listening to this, everybody come in and they gave their speech. Okay. One come in, they give their speech, another come in, they give their speech. And what I saw was the girls, I mean, folks that came, somebody came and she literally gave a speech and she cried. She cried. That girl cried. She cried her eyes out, ball out, and told them how she had no she cried, man. That girl cried. How she was trying to go to other schools, other different schools, and literally her last minute of passing, you see, it's almost like I've become her. Her last minute of passing, guess what happened to her? She was cut off from the school. So this girl cried and cried and cried and cried and cried and gave her speech. And after the speech, she literally said, after her speech, she literally said, this she said but now she and her boyfriend, I think they can go hiking, something like that, and she's excited. That's what makes her want to be in the field. So in my head I said, wait a minute. I'm trying to I'm trying to understand what the girl is trying to say. But okay, let's put that on the side. That's she said because she has been declined so much and something. That's why she wanted to be there. Another person came, and I feel like, wait, I gave my speech. After my speech, my words I used in my speech, the other girl come and they said my same words. And so I was shocked. I was like, wait, that's what I said. You don't pick up my words and say that up there. So I kind of, I was a little like, wait, okay, that's weird. So another girl came, and literally, let me tell you, this girl came and she said, I saw this girl. She said, I think her sister died, or her sister's, no, she said her sister's daughter. Her sister's daughter died. The baby died, and the baby died, and she was crying, in the class, giving her speech. So I sympathized with her and everything. You are like, wow. But I listened to a whole bunch of folks. One of one of the young guy came in. He was like, I just because he, you know. So it was a fun activity to see. So the class starts and everything. And remember, I told you in classes, in advanced classes, they tell you to think like you are this person. So this is where the pressure comes in for the youngsters. So they come to the class, they have been told almost like, let me put another career, engineering class. Let's use that because I don't want to dive your attention into my background, okay? So this girl come in, let's put an engineering program. And this girl in the engineering program, right? This girl goes ahead and talked about, it's almost like the teacher tell you think as an engineer, like you are an engineer, and this is how the class is gonna go. So you sit around and you are like, how do I think like I'm engineer, and this is how it's gonna go. So the teacher is going to ask you, let me tell you this. Well, when I say that, teach me like a homeless person who, or teach me like somebody who had no knowledge about this, and I'm coming in, and then it will be better. When I say this, somebody will say, no, but that's not good. Why? Because you're supposed to advance. This is an advanced course, meaning you're supposed to have some sort of knowledge about it before you improve. Let me teach you why it's false. Okay. So you're supposed to know, let's say your anatomies, right? That's there. The anatomies, you're supposed to know all your A, B, C, D's for your associates and all that stuff, right? And then you pull up ahead and you actually go for your advanced class. So your advanced class, when the teacher is teaching you that you're supposed to know all that, but you sit in an advanced class and it repeats itself. Remember, because advanced is like building up on top of what you learned already. So you sit up there, and this is what happens with the teachers too. They come in and it's an advanced class, right? So let's say if it's an advanced class, you thinking, okay, it's about the eye, right? Okay, you listening to me? It's about the eye. So you learn about the eye and everything in anatomy. Now you have come to an advanced class. Remember, they're not going to teach you about the eye anymore. They're only going to teach you how the eye is going to be used. So advanced courses is almost like teaching you how the parts is used. So the mechanical parts of things is what they're teaching you how to put it together, okay? How to put things together. Cause almost like you started with the building blocks, now put them together. So the putting them together, what you must realize, this is where some of the teachers always went wrong in their education of children. What they were saying, and let me put these coins on the side. Thank God. So what the teachers were saying was, let's build up on it, right? But what the children were literally saying is, help me understand how to build up on it. You see, the teacher's already there. So the teacher's knowledge is so highly that they thinking you're supposed to know this. And the kids are like, I don't know, so teach me. So there am I sitting in there, guys. I'm sitting in there, and this is how it goes. You see, the teacher brings the book out, and the teacher tell you read from page 1 to page 105 in 2 days or 3 days. In 2 days, literally, it's seven. Look, if the class was like 5 hour class or 5 hour class, no. And I had a clinical that was 24-hour clinical. Okay, so the teacher, it was like almost 3 hour class, giving you a 3 hour class where you come to schools on Tuesday, you come on Thursday, okay? Tuesday, you come on Thursday. And you're supposed to read pages 1 to pages 106. I mean, no, I mean, look, this is how the chapters went. Every chapter had about 1 to 60 in one chapter. So they expect you to read chapters 1 to 10, chapter 1 to 10 in one week, right? So how do you read chapter 1 to 10? I was literally doing it this way. Line by line by line by line by line. After that, I pick up my main point, I pick up my conclusion. Like reading in an English class, I analyze the whole paragraph and I come up with the meaning and how I could be able to use that conversation with someone, right? So, this is how I learned that I was told, don't do that like that no more. Go to the key points and the go with the key points and the key subjects, and that's it. You can read through chapter 1 to chapter 8 in 1 week. And I said, but I don't want to read only key points. That don't give the definition or the meaning of why the book is written. That only gave you the summary of how the book is written. Okay. So this is how it went. You went from key box 1, key box 2, key box 3, key box 4. And the question comes at the end of the course. And the course gave the questions based on the key box. So I sat there and I said, hold up, this is so wrong. You know, this is so wrong in the sense that when I, as a person, when I pick up the book, right, I want to read the book and learn everything that had to do with the advanced part of that course. But the timing that you have given for week 1 to week 2, that we have to read 200 pages plus 200 pages, it's not going to make sense, right? So, guys, I need you to listen, okay? Very careful. When the exams came, it's almost like I'm like, wait, I read the chapter. I read the chapter, but I couldn't finish my reading. Okay? I couldn't finish my reading. But I read chapter 1, I read chapter 2, you know? So only chapter 1 and 2 that I'll get. But the chapter 8, 10, 9, it was on there. The professor was going to say it was on there. And you're like, wait, how did the other kids read chapter 1 to chapter 2 in 1 week? Do they have a job? You know what they tell you in these advanced courses? They tell you if you're going to be in advanced school, you don't have to have a job. Do you hear me? If you're going to be in an advanced course, you don't have to have a job. So I sat there and I tell myself, oh Lord, how we gonna make this happen? So this is what the problem of this is where a lot of folks succeeded, where those that their kids graduated from college, who let their kids stay home and pay all the bills and everything, right? They paid all the kids' bills, they paid all the kids' education and everything, and sent the kids out to school. The kids won. But this is what those who did not have parents, who did not understand how the system works, could not make it. Those children went to school and they had to work. You understand? They had to work and take care of themselves. Look at how folks literally raise their children. They said, when you are 18 years of age, it's time to get out of the house and go be a man. Do you hear me? At the age of 18, you are now there to college. Guys, I'm bringing this up to you. You went out there to college. Your mom and dad is saying, you are a man, you are a grown up, go out there to college. You got to college, you got to go work. You said, I got to work and take care of myself. I mean, I got to go get a little apartment to pay. Guys, I'm trying to teach you how this culture was affecting a lot of folks. You got to go out there and work. You know, when you get a part-time job, the part-time job was paying 400, they pay $400 for 2 weeks. Okay. So now you have gotten the government grant. You have been given for, you are going to work 20 hours out of your job. The advanced course, the instructor is telling you, you don't have to work. You are telling the instructor, if I don't work, I cannot pay my bills. I cannot take care of my home, my bills. And I'm 18 and my mom, or I'm 19, my mom is saying I gotta go. So I have my little apartment that I gotta pay bills out of it. So this is what I was thinking, wait, why doesn't the city and the government system acknowledge this? Why they were able to say, wait, This thing don't make no sense. The advanced course is teaching you, how long is it? It teach you that you don't have to go to school. I mean work. Why? Because they expect you to read page chapters 1 to chapters 20 in 1 week. Meaning you gotta be on your book from morning to the next night. If you gotta be on your book from morning to the next night, that means you don't have to have a child. You know what I'm saying? Family issues. You don't have to have it. Okay, so this is where I was saying the advanced education system was also kicking out a lot of mothers, a lot of fathers out from the program. It was literally not, if not only mothers and fathers, it was stopping a whole lot of folks in the system like that. So they said, you are like, okay, I'm giving you three perspective. It's called adaptive behavior and how to untame it. I'm gonna teach you here today. So this adaptive behavior, your mom is saying at 19 you are out of the house, you gotta go out there and be a man on your own, based upon your parents not being able to handle who you are as a child, and based upon you as a child not knowing the very laws of what governs your home. You are distracted by the outside forces. So now you're sitting out there at 18, 19, literally. This was what happened in college, 19 years. A lot of folks came to the college. This is how a lot of kids failed. They came to the college, but they are on their own because they got to go get an apartment and then to pay bills. So now their bills have come. This is me right here. I'm trying to tell you. My bill come. I'm like, my God, I got to pay 580. I was paying 487, right? I got a part time job, 487. I got a part time job. I got to go to school full time, 12 hours, right? Because you are in the dorms. The government system is approving for you to be on the dorms based upon you being a full time. If you are part time, you got to be outside, you know, outside of the school, outside of the home. So let's say you go in there, your mom and dad is like, I dropped you off, you are off to college, you gotta make it, come out here and support everybody in the house. And so you are like, oh yes. Oh yes. Okay. So we put these kids out there, we tell them you on your own. So the kid went out there, 19 years of age. They went out there, got an apartment, 487. You got a water bill. It was, let's say I was paying like $67 for my light bill or something, and another 67 for my water bill. And I was working part-time, right? And I'm trying to go to school for full time. Okay. Guys, if you do the math, you will realize that I had no sleep. Okay, I didn't. And so here I am. Remember, part-time job, you don't have a set. You don't have even if, let me tell you, this is how they do it. You have a set um schedule of, I work Monday to Friday, Tuesday to Thursday, Wednesday to Saturday, 3 days, and that's it, right? So you come within your 3 days. This is how the classes work. Guys, I'm going to teach you. So you go to class on Monday, Tuesday, you got to go to work. Wednesday, you go to class. Thursday, you got to go to work. Friday, you have a class. Saturday, you got to go to work, right? Sunday, you got to go to work. And Monday, you got to come to class. Okay, so it almost like it had something for you to do every other day. Okay, every other day. You hear me? Every other day. So this every other day that you have, okay, so remember it's no playtime in there, okay? You have to go all the way. Remember when you go to the job and you did not get on time, come to work on time, you got in trouble at your job. If you're doing guys, I'm telling you, when you see this aspect, you tell yourself, the day I gotta go to work, I have 20 chapters based upon the advanced courses that you gotta read the 20 chapters. So if you're going to read the 20 chapters in that 1 week, right? That 1 week, you have to read because the chapters, chapter 1 to, let's say, chapter 10, literally chapter 1 to chapter 6. Okay. And then you have to do all your papers. How many paper do they expect you to do? Actually, I had a class that wanted 15 pages of paper from me. I was like, oh my God. I had a class that wanted 10 pages of paper. Okay. So after you reading that, you do those 10 pages of paper and all these things. And so you sit out there, you say, whoa, wow, this is amazing. I can do it, until you're doing it. So this is what I tell folks. Okay, when you go to the college that is advanced, like universities had only kids that never, some of them, they don't have families, right? And their mom and dad pays for them. But I'm here to tell you, if you're going to send your child off to college, and you and your child were splitting bills, and your child, you have sent your child off to college to go and rent an apartment and try and make it on their own, I'm here to tell you, you have done a very terrible thing, because you're not going to support that child educationally. You are only letting your child defend themselves educationally. You are going to bring your son or daughter back from college what that you will not recognize. Okay. They will graduate and do everything all right, but they will kind of resent you about, oh, you are not helping me with this, you are not helping me with that. And you will sit around there like, but I took you to college. That's what a lot of mothers said. I took you to college. And you look at them like, yeah, but when I went to college, I gotta eat all these things, I had to, yeah, they are like, well, that's what you do, depend on your own, a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, so in college, one of the advanced courses that I was taking. So, like I said, I sat in a class and I was like, wait, I feel like I'm sitting here with all PhD students. PhD students, PhD students, they have their doctorate in everything, and the class just started. I'm like, wait, all these kids have PhD or something, and the class just started because the way they speaking and their attitude, this is a PhD. But here I am, and I'm looking at them like I got a PhD in your behavior analysis. So I'm sitting here, and the kid starts class. Remember, they have been told they have to act according. They have to already think as if they are. I'm teaching you this in mother's perspective, the student's perspective, and the teacher's perspective. Okay, so I'm doing a three-way stop. If you really listen carefully, you see where I'm going with everybody. So now, with the teacher's perspective, you've been told. Teacher said, guys, remember the teacher too, they are under scrutiny by the boss, their head people, saying you got to make sure the kids read the whole chapter before the class ends. Okay, so the teacher, she all she can do is she has break her class into five. She This is her job. She's not going to school. This is her job. So she has one aspect of things to take care of. She just got family and this thing one aspect. You as a student, I'm gonna teach you. You got two, and if you have a child, you have three things to take care of. This is what I said. The teacher could have taken one part of your struggle and make it easy. I'm gonna teach you, okay? So you as a student, you got three. If you have a child, okay? If you don't have a child, you have two aspects of things, two aspects of job to follow. As a mom, or as a parent, you only did one thing, just like the teacher, but you actually didn't do the full one. You did a half. Okay, you did a half education of things. So you only drop your child there and you are picking up the phone and talking to your child and encouraging your child to make it on their own. You understand? Do you get what I'm saying? You only did the half. If you did the full, this is where some of those folks that already knew how to handle things, they were like, no, send me this book and let me get your books for you. At first we have to buy the books and everything. So you send them and they buy your books for you. And this is the parents that had the money. Their kids, I had a girl that literally, I mean, what did she want? She picked up the phone and then it was on the doorstep. You know what I'm saying? It picked up the phone and it was there. And this is me calling. Some of us, our children call mom. You are like, man, didn't they give you financial aid? Nah, didn't they do this? You even, some people could not even call their mothers, okay? Because they're like, man, I don't have nobody to call. I'm on my own. You see what I mean? I don't have nobody to call on my own. I gotta do it. So I'm like, man, I feel like I'm sitting in a class of PhD students. Why? When the class begins, the those that were in there literally was like, I was here, I was there, and I couldn't make it, so I'm here trying to make it on my own. And I'm like, oh Lord, this is me, and I have already got my ID number. I calculated my ID number, and it came up to number 9. I was like, oh, I am completed. I'm never gonna finish this. Somebody already put a number on me. I am complete number 9. Where am I gonna go with this? But I'm like, well, I'm still gonna push through it. It doesn't matter. So this is me, got to the course, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope nobody comes through this door. Let me focus. So all of a sudden, the kids are saying about, it's almost like when the teacher asks a question and everybody's like, and you sit there, you're like, wait, how are they able to do these things? And they get up and they move a certain way and they sit down, and you are like, wait. So when one of my class started, this girl came in and literally got my pen. She got a pen from my hand or something. And I told my friend, man, whenever she get a pen from me or whatever, I feel like I failed my class or something happened. Like I feel my, what happened? She took a pen from me and everything. And she took a book from me, and I come and I put my book in my backpack and everything, just throw up water, everything all up on my book. And I just bought the book to study. And the person just, it's almost like they laugh or whatever. I don't like that. Like, what's going on? I don't appreciate that. And so I was like, no, man, it's a bunch of I don't know what's going on, but things don't feel right. I feel like stuff don't feel right up in here, or up, stuff don't feel right. That's what I said. I said things don't feel right for me. And so I said, no, let me stay away from folks, because I feel like, no, man, things don't look right. The behaviors and things just don't look right. So I kind of stay back, but I'm gonna tell you what happened in during these courses is, whenever you begin a course, if you are here as a student, I'm gonna teach you this. You see, some people came to the course as if they now gotta learn, from the teacher's perspective, to be a greater, better student. So they expected that, okay, I'm gonna read this, I'm gonna read that, I'm gonna read this and that, and that's how I was gonna learn. But the advanced classes, the teachers only was literally like, read the key boxes and we good. Or the teacher would tell you, read chapter 1 to 10 and you guys are gonna be good. You look at the teacher like, no way. You see? So you say your part, and the kids are in the class are behaving like PhD students. So now this is you sitting there. Guys, do you hear me? This is me sitting there trying to take the course, and trying to understand, like, okay, wait, teach me so I show me how you did it. And they are like, one of the there was one of the professors, I had a almost like get together clinic or whatever. And the lady come to the class. Guys, it's funny. I mean, she yelled across board. She yelled across the board. And she's trying to teach you, but her way of teaching you was almost like, whoa, this is not how we learn it in that class. So how is it that it's almost like I have a good cop, a bad cop with me in the classes? Things don't look right. It's like, wait, things don't look right. So you sit there, you trying to literally, like, everywhere I was going, I was like, wait, I'm trying to analyze myself and analyze what I'm about to do. And I feel like it's a lot of moving and going around that it's not good. It's not good. You see, this is going to fail a lot of folks. And so the teacher just go ahead and do all the whole 9 yards stuff, the whole, I don't want to go there, the whole 9 yards. And some of the students were known as if they didn't know anything. And so I was looking around, I said, man, that person, that is over there being so loud and talking and doing all those behavior, she don't need to be in this class. That person needs to have a psychology degree. Seriously, like the way some of them behave, it's as if, no, that person don't need nursing. Seriously, they need to have a psychology degree. This person don't need nursing. They need to have like an art degree. This person don't need to be this. They need to have this. So all these kids, why are they here in the classroom? This is me sitting down, because when you listen to them, I was like, that's a good psychologist. You listen to this one, you are like, man, that's a good police officer. You listen to that one, you are like, wow, that's a good, a good. This they all had careers that had nothing to do with the nursing. So you sit out there, you are like, wait. So all these kids also tell you they fail from the other places. That's why they are giving their last shot here. So you sit there, you are like, wait, let me tell you. You are like, wait, that means this is not for them. If you fail one, two, three over there, it was never for you. It's time to get out of that place and try something different. You never know, you will succeed. But we have the notion that, man, my family is always pushing me that I gotta be in the medical field. You gotta be the doctor, you gotta be the nurse. And if you're not with this particular field that brings money every day, then you are nothing. So let me tell you, in a lot of homes, this is why I'm telling you, they made the medical field like a place of kinship. What you look at it, and I'm like, no, it's not supposed to be like that. And everything else was almost like lowered. I was like, who is so sick? Who is so sick out there that they want to put all the money in the medical field trying to find their cure? Trying to find their cure for all of us to look, all the other fields to look so bad. Let me give it to you. Boom. Now, you sitting out there, you're analyzing these things, and you are like, things don't look right for these children. So I'm like, man, this girl, there's a girl that I'm talking about. She was, I'm telling you, the girl, I was like, man, this is a good psychologist in the classroom. This is a good psychologist. But remember, her behavior, she was told to act as if she's already a nurse and behave as if she's already how do you call it? An engineer, or behave as if she's already a doctor, or behave as if she's already uh, a lawyer. So they already have the quote of, I gotta be like a lawyer or a doctor or something in the class that they are about to be that thing. So now remember, what is going to be in there is almost like a fake teacher trying to teach a real teacher. It don't make no sense. A fake teacher trying to teach a real teacher. The fake teacher is there to learn. The real teacher doesn't need somebody to teach them. It's like this is it. This is the teacher. You see? So you sitting out there like, wait, I'm in a class of PhD students. They know everything already. And the teacher is going off upon those students because the teacher is as if they the teacher is seeing them as if they are her partners. The teacher is not literally seeing that they are my students who don't know anything. So let me teach you some of the teachers what they were doing, the mistakes. They were literally, like I said, one of them was the book, the keywords, pick the keywords, and that's it. Some of them were like, "Oh, you already know this. This is where the faults come in." They said, "Well, you already know this from this class, so we're not gonna go over it." And I'm like, "Wait, some people took this class 3 years ago. Maybe a little refresh, you should have done it." But listen, professor, it's in the book because you gotta teach it. This is an advanced book and it has that in there, meaning it's important for you to teach it. Do not skip it and say, well, it's supposed to be on the other. You learn this in attaining your associate, so you're good. I was like, no, 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 no. You're wrong. You understand? The book, an advanced book that the person have wasted money upon and put it in there, they put it there that when you get there with the children, it's almost like teach them progressively, that when they get to the end of this book they know everything that has been taught. But you're not teaching them progressively. You are literally putting holes in the education, saying base it upon who when somebody taught you 3 years ago, and let's move on to the new topic of this. And at the end of the day, guys, I can tell you this is what I saw. At the end of the day, the kids were in the class like, do you understand what this one was? No, I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. And they don't get it. They don't get it. They only get it. They are like, well, I guess things will come up as I go. And I'm like, wait, things will never come up as you go. Because now when you get to the top, you miss a whole lot of points in your education system that now you got to go around and ask somebody, like I asked a person, can you teach me the meaning of I asked a person, can you, ma'am, teach me what is meant by what is called citation because I don't understand. you know, and the person looking at me like laughing or something, like Google it, and I'm like, no, ma'am, I want you to teach me because I don't know it. You have the a career, or you have the degree, or you have the knowledge in this field. Teach me. And if you don't know it, help me, and we both learn this, so that next time somebody else come, you are able to deliver the right answer. So this is where you sit down there. I'm like, no, professor, you teaching the class wrong. Guys, I am through. I'm like, professor, you teaching the class wrong. You're gonna let these children go to the field and cause issues about the school being a bad school, about the field being bad, about us having new upcomers who just we it's almost like, where did you go to school at? These newcomers that we are like, oh Lord, they almost define the stereotypes that we don't want to define. You see, it's real. So I'm trying to look. I'm like, no, professor, you're not doing it right. But how do you tell your professor you're not doing it right? You literally looking at her like, what are you doing, mama? And I'm looking at the children like, who, these kids are a bunch of lucky folks who just want to run through the blocks. Wow, this is how they hurry it up, huh? We are toasted by the time we get to retirees. We are toasted. You understand? But I say to myself, wow, this is why we never get cured. We are always on a maintenance level because we are maintaining rather than what? Curing. Let me give you an African doctor who go to the village, find you an African doctor. Guys, you know how they cure you? They cure you completely. There's no maintenance in those. No, 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 no. They cure you completely. You come in there, they say, where is hurting? This one. They go in, open the whole wound and dissect the whole wound, go to the ingredients and the bottom of the whole wound and sew the ingredients, put put the stitches up and everything so you will never step back in there. And then you go to some other doctors, advanced, modernization doctors, where they are like, let's cut this part, put the badge on it. Tomorrow, come back and we're gonna fix it. It's gonna heal. I say it goes. Guys, I was like, wait, this is not good. But I'm gonna teach you where I'm trying to go with the adaptive behavior and how to unadapt upon it. So all of a sudden, this behavior continues, right? And in school too, you saw it that this is what this conversation is going to go real wild right here. I had a friend come to me and said, like, I think I don't want to repeat this thing again, but the friend said, "You all Africans, yeah, I'm African. You all Africans don't get along with us Americans, African Americans." And the person posed this conversation to me. And remember, this was one, two, three, four people in the room, and I was by myself. And I'm trying to defend this answer. And my answer was, have you ever been to Africa? And he said, no, I've never been to Africa. I said, no, you have never been there? He said, no. But you all, when you come here, you don't like us. And I said, really? Have you ever been to Africa? He said, no. Where have you been outside of this country? You know? So one of the kid also said, no, it's just because us black folks, now I'm going to give it to you, us black folks have been through so much that we were taken from the slave ship and we were brought to America, and you guys don't care about us. Guys, can you imagine this conversation? It's the most awkward conversation, the most I don't know how to say it. I was like, what? Who are you? You Africans get to have the Pell Grant when us Americans don't get the Pell Grant to go for school. And I said, wait a minute, this is the state's grant. And so, what are you trying to say? And so the question, the person literally came to me like, you Africans don't like us African Americans because, and I said, you are not, sometimes you want to tell folks that, no, you are not who you think you are, you know? Seriously, sometimes I wanted to tell folks like, you're not who you think you are. You have an adaptive behavior. And if you like, I can give it to you. Untame it real quick. Adaptive behavior. Let me tell you. This is what a lot of folks were wearing as sleeves. It's called the sleeves of pain. You know, we have been through so much. We were taken from Africa as slaves, and we came to America, and we had to go through the pain and the struggle of this country that had to offer. And you Africans never went through with the pain and struggle of how we became Americans. And so, yeah, y'all come here, and I said, and y'all don't like us and all that stuff. I said, man, that's a bunch of stereotypes and misinformation that you have. Do you have lights to sleep every day? Yes, you do. Do you know what happened back home in the continent that you have never taken your foot upon it? Somebody don't know how a light bulb, they don't own one. Okay? They don't own one. Do you drive on this street to come to work? Somebody don't have a car to drive on this street to come to work, to come to school. You have a hot water to shower? Somebody there shower with cold water just to go to class. You have an iron to iron your clothes, right? Somebody don't. You got food. The government can help you with food wise. Somebody is back there. They don't have nobody. The government system, it doesn't even work for food, for them to have food. They got to go to the farm and cater for themselves. You are speaking out of arrogance. Your pain and your struggle, you've only seen it this way because you only see that still as your pain and struggle because you are not allowing yourselves to see in others' perspective. Your perception, your perception of what makes you who you are, you have adopted to a system. You have adapted yourself to a system, okay? I'm going to teach you today. You adapted your system to pain that maybe was bestowed upon you. A lot. I'm sorry. You have adapted your system to pain and sorrow. But what if I had told you my adoption to mine was not out of pain? You know what it was? It was surviving. It was surviving of nothing. You had everything. You had it all. You had folks around you that help you see it all. I had no one around me to help me see it. So you take my struggle. Do you understand? As if I'm nothing. We are family. Do not dissect. Do not sit there and dissect what is meant to be an African. Never sit there and do that. It's family. You understand? Your pain and your struggle, your pain, let me put it, and your sorrow, it was heard. Your pain and your sorrow was heard. But at least you've seen it, that evil exists. And you must learn. You must learn to overcome it. I didn't see it. My eyes was blind. My struggle was out of unknown. Do you understand? I didn't see tomorrow. How is food gonna come through? It was out of unknown. Who is out there trying to step upon me? But you seen it, but I didn't see it. So why then, brother or sister, do you have to fight me? Put your hand upon your chest and fight me. This is not a fight for me and you. This is never supposed to be taken even as a war. We have borrowed debt. We have borrowed debt upon debt. Debt of pain, debt of sorrows, debt of unknown upon our lives that we cannot even see our worth of who we are. Who told you being black means you gotta be evil? You gotta be so dark. You gotta go out there and treat people the opposite of good. You got it wrong. Who told you? But the word African. Who told you? It's the warrior's heart. Ever walked around? The heart of the warrior was walking around that it has to be evil and kill them and do things out of merciless. The heart never did that. It was out of love. It was out of love. Don't sit and dwell upon your sorrows. It was out of love. That we may not fall again upon this world. We may not kneel down again in this world. Who told you? You have an adaptive behavior that you gotta untame that adaptive behavior. Adaptive behavior means you adapted to the struggles, the pain that was in front of you. So you coming home thinking, I'm coming to destroy things. I'm coming to fight upon things. I'm coming to do this. No. Brothers and sisters, if you are here on my channel, no. I wore a yellow cloth. Be careful. Be careful. This is a warning. Never let nobody sit out there and tell you you are different from the one that is back there. You are different than the person walking over there. Who told you that? It's almost like I saw this in even Hispanic Latin American culture, where folks are like, that's Chicano, that's this person. And I'm like, what's wrong with these folks? Who told you? Just because you move to an advanced society, you take the person that is not in the advanced society as somebody that's different from who you are. Brother, if you listen, you will learn. You understand? Don't make the culture as if it's based on upon a color. That if you are this color, that means you are going out there, you gotta go out there and be this and be that. That's a wrong. If you are that color, you gotta go out there and be this and be that. That's wrong, brother. That's wrong, sister. Who taught you that? It's enlightenment. Enlightenment and love. Light and love. That's what it means. Who told you? They are like, well, y'all don't like it. I said, no. Because, brother, I don't see it. Brother, let me tell you, guys. I don't see it of how you have made it over there. All that I'm shown and that I've seen upon you, brothers and sisters, was that when you were out there, you were not doing it right. So I didn't see it. And you are here and you have not seen how your actions have affected me down there. Brother, you didn't see it. So you have separated us as if we're not family. Because of our travel that we had to go everywhere, we still see ourselves as if we are something different. But it's only our journeys to procreate, to make more civilization, to survive. Okay? That's what, to survive. That should, our journeys for us to survive. If you got to the place, brother, send me a letter, send me a call, and tell me, brother, I made it to this place. But I never got the call. Brother, I never got the phone call. Sister, I never got the outfit. Father, I never got the shoes. I never got the lessons that, brother, you had for me. Sister, I never got it. The lessons you had for me when you made it out there, I only saw it on the screen. I told myself, is this what family is? Do family really forget? Then I gotta come see you. We must not forget those that are fall for us to be here. We must not adapt to situations that literally exclude others from who we are. We must not adapt to wrongdoings that we are able to go out there, sit out there and call the shots. Like you the boss. You call the shots. Oh, 305, 42, boom, this. You sit out there and call the shots. Who should take the shots? You sit out there and calling shots. Who then should take the shot? Don't you know? Don't you know that it don't go anywhere but come? Do you understand? It come back to the very people that you were supposed to go be better and come and teach. They take your mistakes for you. Do you understand? They take your mistakes for you. I am you and you are me. Don't you know that somewhere in the family, somewhere, your mistake put somebody's child to the grave? Don't you know that? It's time for you to learn. Let's do the right thing. Let's change the definition. What is called being dark. Let's change. If you are here on my channel, that notion, folks always said, is white and black, is good and bad. And then, like I always tell them, no, it's good and blind. It's good and blind. If there is good and bad, then the blind one will come and they will awaken everybody. It's time for your eyes to open. Brother, it's time for you to stop. You can be known as the one who called the shots. You are the fastest. You trigger it and boom, everybody get it. But there is slow retorties. You understand? There is slow retorties. There is slow retorties who's going to teach you a great lesson. This is slow retorties. And I'm here to teach you. You are no different. Your struggle only continue. And your pain only continue. Based upon you ignoring things. Ignoring the things that make you who you are. Faith is one of them. Faith is one of them. So, adaptive behavior, you have adapted to it. You have changed everything about you. That as a sister, when I come next to you, I was asking myself, how do I make you see me? Somebody said announce. And I'm like, but you still not believe me. Because you have still been adapted to the facts that you gotta know this research upon that. And I'm like, no. How do you forget? You have adopted a behavior. Seriously, guys, I'm telling you, folks have adopted behaviors where you are like, this is not what we truly stand for. Folks have adapted to behaviors that you say that's not what a human being stood for. A human being is a light being that gets affected by anything. That's why we call it a human being. Like me, I walk in a room, the way the people are sitting there, standing there, the way they behave, I got in the room and they affect me. I become like them in the room. And I have to either walk out in faith or walk out pissed off or walk out angry. That's not what a light being stand for. A pure light being When they adapt to ugliness, they change it. But let me tell you what a human being stand for. They are so pure that when they see something that's ugly, something that's nasty, that's something that's not good, they become that thing and take it off. That's what a real human being stand for. When they go to a place of stereotype, they stand in there and they devour the stereotype. That's what is also called enlightenment being. You get in there, you devour whatever attitude that is. You go here and you dissolve it, you stop it. Don't, if you said you are enlightened, you should not call a heel. You are enlightened. And you are doing wrong. You should not be called an enlightened being, a human being. No, a human being. You see the color is purple. Color purple. The color purple. If you wear that outfit, you must not do evil. You must stop evil. You must be able to step into any room, any place where there's negativity, there is struggle, there's pain, and dissolve the place. You must go into a place where there's no knowledge, everybody is down dumb, and you make folks learn. That's what's called a human being. The definition have been changed, so our kids are walking around feeling as if they don't belong to places. So here I'm teaching you today. Do not adapt to evil. Do not be so worried that you go around and put others down for the sake of what they stand for. Always encourage others when it's time, when it's in a due time that you can encourage. Support others for what they are, but keep faith alive. Definitions of definitions have been created for us so much. We go out there, we say, oh, I hate this Chinese person. Oh, I hate this Spanish person. Oh, I don't like them because of that. Oh, huh? No, no. That's old. That's the old. They are from the old. That's the old. No, you must never do that. What is new to you? Tell me, what is new? And like I told somebody when they came up to me, and they're like, well, I said, no, I can, this is not new. There is nothing new under this sun, under this dome. The only new thing, huh, is you transforming your attitude. So is that really new? What is the word new to you? You revolve, you rechange yourself, you recreate yourself. That's what is called new. You completely merge out of something, out of nothing. Okay? You are called the new. So when folks are running around there trying to be the new and putting their everything out there, I come out there trying to be the old. Yes, you understand? Folks, it's time for us to learn a lesson. A lesson of using our mental state. Like somebody told me, well, the book said, literally the book said you don't have to know anything. You just Google search it and it will come up. We putting all this information out there. Just Google search it, it will come out. All this information about us out there. All these things about us out there. Google search it, it will come out. And the information that's coming out, I'm like, no, man. The information is twisted. Let me give you the meaning of American, a name called Amen. 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 In American, in English, they say Amen means a liar. Okay? A liar. So the I was like, a liar? But you when you guys pray, you say Amen. So your prayers are full of lies? Do you hear me? And I'm like, no. Let me tell you something. The name Amen. Do you understand? It's guys. These folks pray and said that, and then you go to the dictionary and it said it means being a liar, being this. I said no. English has been twisted, so you may be carrying the names of wrongfully doing things, but no. Do you understand? No. It's time to change your names, guys. It's time to go ahead, change your names. Go back to the ancient names where when the name is upon you, you feel calm, you feel relaxed. You don't go out there. That names it follow you. It's like because let's put it. It's almost like mathematically you have the numbers don't mix because you use math for everything. So go back to the ancient names and everything, pick them back up, tell these folks, nah, 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 I don't want to deal with that stuff. That you put these things upon me, and I'm going out there acting all wild and everything. Some names ain't for me, man. Yeah, like folks somebody don't go ahead and go put Shikakula. Matter of fact, actually, that would be good. Come up with a name. Go pick the ancient names. The ancient names they affect you, but pick good ones. Go and look at the names of the queens. Use them. Their names. It follows you. Nobody will come after you trying to fight you. No, because even at the back that you don't see, the name follow you and it's out of strength and power. Folks going around like literally, like I have folks that made fun of my name and I was like, this is so weird. Folks made fun of even my name and I said, this is so weird. They made fun of the name of guys. You hear me? Folks put in dictionaries that amen means a liar and they pray and they say amen. You are like, what do we tell these people? Nope, everybody's sitting out there saying we don't know the definition of amen. Are you kidding me? The definition is there. Go to an ancient culture. They will teach you. You see? So guys, I'm gonna leave you here, but I'm gonna tell you there's a lot of adaptive behaviors that we have adapted to. When you see a sister, right? You see a sister, you see a brother, some folks have adopted. Remember, it's because some of them, because of how they were raised, because of the culture, the society, it has formed their perspective of who they are. So they literally walk around with that. It's a big outfit, a heavy blanket outfit. They walk around like that. But you have to literally pull them back and say, no, 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 no. I gotta go read my letter. I got a letter. Okay, I got a letter. I came to this place with a letter. I'm getting off this boat. I'm getting off this boat. I got a letter. I gotta go ahead and do what and make my letters my letters be heard. Hallelujah. I don't need to go out there and prove myself no more. Tell folks, I don't need to go out there and prove myself for y'all, for you to think that no, 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 no. I don't need to come up there and prove myself. I got God with me. I got love and understanding. I got God with me. I got God. I have love and understanding. I move in faith. Baby, I don't need to prove nothing to you. If you rude, you got attitude, funky stuff going on, whatever you got going on, I'm not gonna be here to prove to you that almost like not prove to you. I'm not going to justify your attitude for you to feel better about your behavior that you literally bringing out. No, that ain't me. You gotta start saying these things, guys. It's almost like it's good affirmations, okay? When you go out there, folks piss you off. You really want to take a brick and hit their head over. You are like, no, that's the devil. Guys, you gotta start saying, it's bringing these things out of you. You have to. You are like, Lord Jesus, put it in your head. Sometimes you are like, my God, I can jump over this table and come at the other side of you, right? But no, baby, you're not gonna make a statement out of me for the world to sit out there and say, no way. I represent myself, I represent my blood, my culture, my family, and everything. No, honey, keep that tag on your head. Bye. Move on. When somebody's sitting out there making all the loud noises, guys, let me tell you how to do this as above, so below thing. I mean, if I don't want to give you the info or whatever, it's not even about that. Even you standing there, you doing it without folks, without you having to do it. So this is why I said, man, maybe folks have opening their eyes that they got to change it for it to to help them. And I'm like, no, you just standing there and talking and being yourself. You already doing it. You don't have to go out there and be so extravaganza that it don't make it's almost like what are you doing twerking your neck like this? You're gonna break yourself. Just be yourself. Ignore the loud noise. Do your things. Apply. Get your look. If you move, like I told you, the way people move, the even me stepping here, it made somebody sit down somewhere. Me kneeling down, it makes somebody kneel down. Me getting up, it make everything get up. Stuff like that. Okay? Let's cut. These scammers keep calling me. What's that? All right? So this is what you must learn. And always also know that this is how what made me who I am. When I go to a place, I say the environment, right? I was like, okay, this is a school, okay. What class is this? Who is the teacher? And who are my peers? Now I gotta move. I gotta literally be in the class. That's how you gotta be. Don't go into a class like guys. I said no. If you move this way, you're going to affect a lot of folks. So it's almost like the kids have, I'm telling you, it's almost like the kids have eyes that they can see or do something that had nothing to do with them. It's almost like they're saying like, where God says, let the children come to me. In the Bible say, let the children come to me so that I can show them their path and their ways and all that stuff, right? Why did the Bible always use that? Think about it. It's almost like the kids are seeing in other things that they're not supposed to be doing, and they're engaging with these other things that it's causing everybody else wrong. It's almost like causing us wrong perception. Something is changed. It's not fixing right. Okay. So now, guys, you when you go out there, you gotta pray. You say, God, let anybody who see past me, who see past my soul, who see past whatever I am that is so good, that they hate that thing out because of whatever I am. God, close their eyes off from me. Yes, God, close their eyes off from me. I don't want them to see past whatever goodness that I am, that they become so jealous, envious, pissed off, anger, that they want to come and hurt my physical being. No, close their eyes from me. Okay? Let my protection be secure. Let my protection, the my angel, my guardian, whoever protects me, God, let them be secure. Hide them that nobody is able to see who they are. Because that's just like I'm saying, people grow weary. People get angry. When folks see that, oh God, you got God on your side, they want to kill you. Folks want to kill you. Folks want to murder you. Folks want to do things to you. Folks get envy. Folks stop you from achieving anything you want to achieve in your life. But all you want to achieve too is you want to achieve greatness to help them. But they when people see the goodness in you, they want to stop it. You see? They want to transform you. They want you to adapt to a system that you are like, no, man, back off. Back off. You see, it's almost like seeing a child that is going to be a good man, a very good man, and then the child's behavior is change, is tweak, that the child now, instead of being a good man, they become a, what do you call a bad man? Let me now use that one. The child grows to become an angry man, but you are like, wait, that was a child that was supposed to use his anger towards a good cause, but they're using the anger towards something that is totally away from them. Like I see it all the time. I'm like, wait, that's not who this person is. Like folks was like I had a place that I went where folks, there's this girl. I mean, this girl that everyone that was around me said this girl was the haka huka, the haka laka. I mean, they said everything about this person. And then I went and I talked to the person. I was like, wait a minute. These folks don't know nothing about this girl's background. And they have casted judgment upon this girl. You see, let me tell you guys, God takes you to places where He needs you to help fix somebody. God take you to places where He needs you to help encourage someone. Okay? So everywhere you go from today onwards, you are like, oh, I'm at the grocery store. What happened through here? I came and get my bread. I'm gonna say hi to someone. I came here to get my toothpaste. I'm gonna smile to someone. I came here to get my shower curtains. I'm gonna pull a cart on the side. Think this way. You will see that you are helping others become better. I don't want to go into more details, but I'll leave you here. Visit my website. My name is Sewa, and you can. It's called Sewa, okay? But in American, what's the name? American accent, they say Sewa, Sewa, and I'm like, no, Sewa, Sewa, okay, se, like said, you don't stretch it so much. Okay, so my name is Sawa, and you can go ahead and visit my website is JUSTOLOGY.US. It's almost like saying the just die og, the just die og.us. Okay, so this is so it's JUSTOLOGY.US, justology.com. I appreciate you all for being on my channel. Visit my website, donate, and help me get up there with you. When you see me, you say, where did that thing came from? It was by your support and love, okay? But here on this channel, we're not going to do no types separations. No, 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 no. I'm not going to be separating. No, 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 no. We family. Family. It's time to unadapt behaviors. Okay? And I'm going to also go ahead and tell you, like I said, about the African perspective, feeling as if they are not welcome. Literally, I literally this happened to me. I went trying to be friends with a lot of my folks, and I was like, wait, why? But this is what I'm telling you is because folks were feeling as if they it's like you so like I said, like the man told me that you Africans sold us off. This was what was said. You Africans sold us to white folks. This is what they said. You Africans sold us to white folks and we became slaves. So guess what? Uh-uh. I don't mess with Africans and everything because they sold us off. Huh? How did I was like, wait, what year is this? You are in you are on 19, you are using 19 for not even 19, 1462 to come after 2022. You have hold on to 4,000 years of pain. But who told you that the African man sold you off to go and be a slave? Who said that? Oh no, you have who's I said where? Who told you you were a slave and you were sold off? You need help. Who told you that? Okay? Who is sitting out there giving these children these speeches, these textbooks, saying that they look, let me tell you something. That in an African home right now, go to any African home and tell them, I want to buy one of your sons and I want to buy one of your son and go and work for me. When I'm taking him to go and work for me, I am going to whoop him. I'm going to hang him. I'm going to bury him. And the African man is going to say, yes, take him away, beat him up, bury him, and kill him. I said, this is the most dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. This is the most dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. And that's not too long. But it's actually the most dumbest thing that I've ever heard in the face of history. It's the most arrogant words I've ever heard in my entire with knowledge. Wisdom, have never heard that before. So it doesn't exist. Stop being arrogant and stupid. If you're here on my channel, you know how I talk. Stop being arrogant. So arrogant that you think any African home, say somebody come to the house and said, let me take your child. I'm going to take them to America. I'm going to beat them, step on them, spit on them, put stuff around them, chain, neck, and everything, and they're gonna starve, and I'm gonna sell them off. And the African man is gonna say, yay, go ahead and do that. You only degraded what the African man stand for. You only degraded what the African woman stand for. We are only degrading ourselves. They will never ever say that. Even you as a mother, sit down there and put it in your own face. Let me go ahead and hang this up. We'll do part 2.